Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the J&J Toy Giants toy unboxing. I am your host JD. This is a segment on our YouTube channel, if you're just following us for the very first time, where we go over all types of toy action figure collectibles. Now, I was going to be going over some WWE basic figures that I got off of Mercari, but because of the mail being delayed, the U.S. Postal Service, because of what's going on with the certain circumstances in the U.S. right now, it was delayed. Don't know when it's going to be coming. Hopefully I'll be able to get it during this week so I can have something for you next week. But just to show you that we're not all about WWE figures on this YouTube channel, I'm going to be going over something that I started collecting that I was kind of kicking the tires on for a little bit, and I decided, you know what, it's as good a time as any right now. And so we're going to be going over some Star Wars vintage figures. Not necessarily the Kenner back in the 70s, but let's check it out. All right, so I follow the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, and Matt Cardona, actually, I've been watching him collect these figures as well. He's got all of the figures, and I'm talking about the Star Wars Power of the Force collection that started back in '97. And so like I said, I've been kicking the tires on this for a long while because I really wanted to get a really cool Star Wars collection. I actually started with the Black Series first, which I'm still collecting, but I also wanted to get these as well, because these were actually around when I was just a freshman in high school, so around '97. And so I actually thought they were pretty cool. You know, they're vintage as you can get at the time because they kind of look like the Kenner figures that they had back in the '70s. This is actually still made from Kenner, although now the license is under Hasbro. But at the time, Kenner was actually making these figures. You can see this is the Stormtrooper Luke Skywalker.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Out that way.
Looks like you managed to cut off our only escape route.
Maybe you'd like it back in your cell, Your Highness. C-3PO!
He dresses up as a Stormtrooper in New Hope to rescue the princess from the Death Star. And so yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to let this bad boy breathe as of yet. I will do a live either Instagram or Facebook post just when I actually find some space, because I'm actually looking to get some shelving for these bad boys. I have tons of Star Wars stuff that I haven't unboxed yet, because I'm actually looking to if you can see this, I'm trying to convert this into like another shelf. And it actually is like a drawer, dresser drawer for clothing. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut these off and then, or not cut these off, but just put some wooding, some wood down here just to actually have something for these maybe. Just a little placeholder until I get some real shelves. But as you can see on the back, it gives you a little bio of Luke. Now the carding isn't that great, obviously, because this has been in storage for a little bit. Nobody was really displaying these, They were just kind of like hoarding them, I guess. But as you can see on the back, you see that in this series, there's the Jawas. There's the Luke from Return of the Jedi with his green lightsaber. And then they have a Mawa Nandan, a Hammerhead. That's what they call a Hammerhead. All right, and then you have a Saiyan Trooper. Yep, and then also a Death Star Gunner. So that was actually part of this wave on this series. I'm not sure if they actually labeled it. This is Collection 2. So I'm guessing this was the second wave that they had at that point in time. But it's pretty cool. As you can see, hopefully the glare is not that bad. You got Luke's there. The head scan wasn't that really great back in the day, because they were actually molded and painted. So not now, because now that you have the technology where you can actually get a head scan from like a photo. But it's pretty cool. And the helmet is removable, so that's pretty cool as well. Comes with its blaster. So it's pretty nice. For the starting off on this, it is kind of dusty. I got it off of Amazon, this particular one. And so obviously it was used, but it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I can't wait for it to open this bad boy up. So let's go over the next figure. All right, so the next one that I'll be going over with you that I actually got off of Mercari is the ASP-7 droid, which I'm not sure exactly where I saw this in the movies. But based on the back of the little bio that they have, and I'll read it to you, it is a industrial automation droid, and there's no affiliation, varies on owner. So based on the picture on the back here, it looks like he's on Tatooine. That's the only thing not to mention that I can see where that was from. Maybe it was A New Hope. I got to go back and watch it. But as you can see, with the other figure, the card is kind of messed up, and you can see the sticker of where they bought it was kind of ripped off. So, like I said, I'm not keeping the mock mint-on card, but I will open these up when I get some shelving to display these guys. So it's pretty cool. It has the weapon that they use to be able to weld and with my estimation. So on the back, you can see there's a Han from Endor, and then you have Hoth, Rebel Soldier, then you have Greedo, and a Tusken Raider from New Hope, and of course you have ATST driver. I'm not like I said, I don't remember seeing these back in the movie, but it's pretty cool. It came in a lot that I got with the next figure that I'm going to be going over with you today. Let's check it out. All right, so the final figure that I'm going to be going over with you today, it's a little short ski, I apologize. But this is the very first one that I actually was in the lot with the ASP droid, Princess Leia Organa from...
You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
The New Hope, as you can see, she's got a little buns on the side of her head, and she has her blaster that she's very famous for with her dress that she has in New Hope. And this is actually part of the first wave of the actual line, because it's actually Collection 1. I believe that's how they were distinguishing them from the series. Collection 1, Collection 2, Collection 3. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like I said, the head scan leaves to be desired, but I mean, like I said, back then they were hand-painted and they were off of a mold. So now, if they were re-released these, which I believe they may have with the newer figures that are under the Hasbro line, that the head scan's probably going to be a lot better. So as you can see on the back, it has the same list of people that I went over with the other figure. But this is actually part of the first collection. It has our bio on the back. And also, it tells you about some... It says, Luke Skywalker, X-Wing Jedi Knight. So these are other figures you can get. Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, Jawas, Boba Fett. So these are pretty much all of this particular collection. Death Star going up, Boba Fett, Han Solo. I'm assuming the Han Solo from New Hope. But also on the back, you can see of some of the other vehicles that you can actually purchase in the line as well. But, yeah, I like it a lot. I was, like I said, I was going to not get this for a long time. I was, so to speak, kicking the tires on them. But I was actually glad that I was able to find these at a really good price. They were part of a lot of 2 that I found on Mercari. And so I can't wait till I get the Darth Vader. I actually have it on my wish list. I got to check to see if it's actually still there. Because with Mercari, you can add something onto your list, but if somebody actually buys it, it'll say sold and it's gone. Unless you can find another one that somebody else is selling, then it's gone. You're going to have to wait till you find another one. But that's the difference between Amazon and Mercari. But I like this a lot. It's definitely a good 3 figures to start off with on the Power of the Force collection. You can find these on Amazon. Go to your local toy shop, which I actually go to Heroes Hideout in my area. Shout out to Heroes Hideout. And, of course, you can find them on Mercari, LetGo. I'm sure there's other, eBay. So that's actually pretty cool. So I will definitely be going over more of these figures in the future when I get some. Thank you so very much for being a part of this episode of the J&J Toy Giants unboxing. Wanted to just real quick just let you know that we are still accepting videos for the Collector of the Week. We do not have anything for this week, but we will make sure to try to get you something for next week. If you are looking at this particular video, if you want to participate, all you have to do is just send me a video of any of your collection. Doesn't matter if it's toys, Funko Pops, trading cards, shoes, vehicles, whatever. Cameras, doesn't matter. Send me a video. Don't worry about the editing. I will make you look great, and we will nominate you as the Collector of the Week. So be safe, everybody, with this whole thing that's been going on in the United States with the protests. We want to make sure that we let you know here at J&J Toy Giants that we love you all. We're all about equality and tolerance. Be safe. Check you later.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Arriba las manos, caballo moreno, pelea.